Hey everyone, welcome back. We're diving into something pretty cool today.
Yeah.
We're going to be talking about AI and user experience.
Oh, okay.
And, we've been talking a lot about AI lately, right?
Yeah, a lot of buzz.
So much buzz. It's everywhere. And
Especially ChatGPT.
especially ChatGPT.
Yeah.
So that's where we're going to focus on today.
Sounds good.
We're going to be looking at some of the newest features and updates they've rolled out
All right.
and really just explore how they can change the game for UX design, right?
Yeah.
Make things easier, faster, better.
Yeah, totally. I mean, just looking at the notes you sent me, picture, canvas, and search.
Exactly. Those are the big three we're going to unpack today. We'll start with picture because honestly, it's kind of mind-blowing, right?
Right, it is. It is.
ChatGPT can now actually interpret images.
Mm.
Think about that for a second.
Wild, right?
Yeah, like you can upload a mock-up of your app design
Right?
and ChatGPT will analyze it visually.
Exactly, and give you feedback right there on the image.
Right on the image. No more trying to translate text feedback to visuals.
Dawn are those days.
Yeah.
And that's huge because you get to see the feedback in context.
Okay, so can you give us a real-world example of how this picture thing would actually play out, for a UX designer?
Okay, so let's say you're working on a mobile app, right?
Yeah.
And you've got a mock-up of your login screen. You upload that to picture. ChatGPT could analyze it and might point out that, oh, hey, your button text is way too small. Hard to tap, right?
Makes sense.
Or maybe the contrast between your button and the background is not great for accessibility.
Yeah.
Little things that we as designers, even experienced ones, we might miss.
We do miss those sometimes.
We totally do.
It's easy to get tunnel vision.
Absolutely. And this is where AI can be such a powerful tool.
Right, and this is all happening before you even get to user testing, right?
Exactly. You're catching potential issues early on.
Saves so much time and headache down the line.
Huge time saver. And I think it's particularly important when we think about accessibility, right?
Okay, yeah, talk more about that.
We want to make sure our designs are inclusive and user-friendly for everyone.
Right.
And picture can play a huge role in that.
It's like having an AI accessibility checker built right in.
Yeah, pretty much. And it can go beyond just basic accessibility too. It can suggest things like improving the visual hierarchy of your design.
Okay, how so?
Making sure the most important elements stand out,
Right.
or suggesting ways to guide the user's eye through the screen more effectively.
So it's not just about finding errors, it's also about elevating the overall UX, right?
Absolutely. It's like having an AI design partner who's always pushing you to think about things from a user's perspective.
Okay, I like that. An AI design partner. So we've talked about picture. Now let's move on to the next big thing. Canvas. This is where things get really interesting because it's not just a chat interface anymore.
It's a whole workspace.
Right. It's visual, it's interactive.
Collaborative.
You can brainstorm on it, you can prototype, you can document everything.
All in one place.
All within ChatGPT.
It's pretty slick.
So walk us through how this Canvas thing would actually work in practice. Give us a scenario.
Sure. So imagine you're working on a new e-commerce checkout flow.
Okay. Yeah.
And you've got a remote team, right? Designers are all over the place.
Happens all the time.
Right. Well, with Canvas, everyone can jump onto the same workspace.
Okay.
And start sketching out different layout options.
Mm-hmm.
See each other's changes in real time.
No more emailing files back and forth.
Exactly. It's like being in the same room together.
Okay, that's huge for remote teams, especially for keeping everyone on the same page, right?
Absolutely. And it's not just about the visual aspect of it.
Mm.
ChatGPT can actually start contributing to the brainstorming process.
Oh, really?
So let's say you're working on that checkout flow, right? You're trying to decide where to put the proceed to payment button.
Okay, yeah.
ChatGPT might chime in and say, hey, based on user behavior data, putting that button on the left-hand side
Interesting.
could actually increase conversions.
Okay, so it's like having an AI assistant who's also a UX expert giving you these data-driven suggestions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's taking all this information, all this data that's out there, and putting it to work for you.
Okay, that's pretty amazing. But, I'm just thinking, does relying on AI suggestions like that stifle our own creativity as designers?
That's a really good point, and it's a valid concern.
Yeah.
I think it's important to remember that these AI insights are just suggestions.
Right.
They're not mandates.
Okay.
We still need to use our own judgment, our own expertise.
Yeah, makes sense.
To evaluate those suggestions, understand the reasoning behind them, and then make informed decisions based on this specific project.
Right. So it's not about blindly following the AI. It's about using it as a tool to inform our own creative process.
Exactly. It's about enhancing our capabilities, not replacing them.
Okay. I like that. So we've covered picture. We've covered canvas. Let's move on to our final feature for today. Search. Now, this might seem like a small thing, but it's actually quite powerful.
It is. It is.
Because now you can find any information you need right when you need it without ever leaving the ChatGPT interface.
Yep. No more switching between tabs, no more separate searches.
Exactly. And in the world of UX, where things are constantly changing, staying up to date is crucial.
Absolutely. It's a fast-paced field.
So how does search help with that?
Well, imagine you're designing a mobile onboarding flow, right?
Okay, yeah.
And you want to see what's currently working, what are the best practices.
Makes sense.
With search, ChatGPT can instantly pull up real-world examples, show you how other apps are doing it.
So it's not just giving you, like, theoretical knowledge.
No.
It's giving you real-world inspiration.
Exactly. And it can go even deeper than that. It can pull up competitor analysis. See what your competitors are doing, understand user preferences.
That's huge.
It's a huge time saver, and it can really inform your design decisions.
Okay, so it's like having a built-in research assistant.
Yeah, pretty much. It's taking all the legwork out of research.
Right, so you can focus on the actual designing.
Exactly.
Okay, so let's recap what we've learned today. We've got picture, which provides visual feedback, catches errors, helps with accessibility. We've got canvas, which enables real-time collaboration, AI-powered brainstorming.
Yep.
And then we've got search, which puts all the UX knowledge you could possibly need right at your fingertips.
It's a pretty powerful combination.
It is. What's really striking to me is how seamlessly these features work together.
Yeah, they complement each other perfectly.
Right. Like you can start by uploading your design to picture, get AI feedback, then take those suggestions over to Canvas.
Right.
Start brainstorming and prototyping with your team. And all along the way, you've got search to help you out with any questions you have.
Exactly. It's like a complete ecosystem for UX design.
It really is. I'm starting to understand why everyone's calling ChatGPT a game changer for UX.
It's about empowering designers to work smarter, not harder.
Right. And ultimately create better experiences for users.
That's the goal.
Exactly. So for all of you listening out there, I want you to think about how these features could fit into your own workflow.
Yeah, how could they help you?
What specific design challenges could picture, canvas, and search help you tackle?
Think about it.
And that's all the time we have for today's deep dive.
See you next time.
We'll see you next time.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.